Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Why do we love SEC football? Because no matter the venue or the rivalry, it's the ultimate hang. Fans of every flavor, good-natured trash talk with a side of andouille. Yes! But according to Johnsonville and the Harris poll, 71% of Americans hang out less than they used to. Why? Could it be that rivalries off the field are tearing us apart? Is it crazy to think a sausage-fueled tailgate party could unite us all? Can't hurt. Keep it juicy out there. Johnsonville, official sausage of the SEC.
This is Paul Feinbaum. That'll do it for me today. Coming up next, The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
From the University of Alabama, this is Crimson Tide Today. It's a daily update on Bama sports and it's brought to you by The Good Feet Store. Start your journey today at goodfeet.com. Hello again, everybody. I'm Roger Hoover. As we get ready for Monday night's season opener for Alabama basketball, here are some thoughts from the head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nate Oates.
Excited the season's here. Guys been going against each other since beginning of June, so it's time. It's nice. We had the two exhibitions. I thought we showed some stuff at Furman, that we could get better at. Just the point of the exhibitions. I think we've been working on it. Obviously, we had the little bit of a turnover issue in both games at 15 each game. But, Barron was a big part of that against Furman, but thought he was really good in practice today. We had a 16-minute scrimmage, and he didn't turn the ball over one time. So I thought that was pretty good. But
I'll have more in a moment.
This is Christian Miller for the Good Feet Store. I know from playing football at Alabama and in the NFL that if you have foot, knee, hip, or back pain, it can be a huge challenge. The Good Feet Store is designed to personally fit you with arch supports that alleviate and even eliminate your pain altogether. Try them before you buy them. They're in your free, no obligation, personalized fitting, and you can wear them home the same day. So if you're looking to improve your game, the Good Feet Store has you covered. Stop in for a free, personalized fitting today. Roll to victory at goodfeet.com. That's goodfeet.com. Roll Tide.
We've got you covered for Alabama men's and women's basketball on Monday. First of all, the women's team will take on Stetson at 4 p.m. at Coleman Coliseum with radio coverage starting at 3:45, followed by a 6 p.m. airtime for Alabama men's basketball against North Dakota. Crimson Tide Today is brought to you by The Good Feet Store. Crimson Tide Today is a production of the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
You'll love the expanded wine selection at Liquor Express. From special occasion to everyday table wines, they've got what you need. Meet your friends at the largest tap wall in Alabama with 105 rotating selections. Then take home a growler full of your favorite or choose from our 1,000 canned or bottled beers. Need help stocking your bar or planning your party? Liquor Express has a knowledgeable, professional in-house staff that can assist you with anything from your bar to the planning of your special event. Visit liquorexpress.net for tasting specials, giveaways, and classes.
The AVCA Beach Volleyball Pairs National Championships are back in Huntsville this November. 64 of the nation's top pairs in collegiate beach volleyball are hitting the sand in a weekend packed with big serves, wild rallies, and high-flying action. It's fast, it's fun, and best of all, it's free. You don't want to miss the excitement live, so grab your sunglasses, rally your crew, and join us at John Hunt Park Sand Volleyball Courts from November 7th to the 9th.
Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware is your locally owned and operated hardware store. We're not just about numbers, we're about helping neighbors, because our Ace Hardware store is part of your community. We're committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience. As the helpful hardware folks in your neighborhood, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Stop by and visit Lake Guntersville Ace Hardware today, 1536 Blunt Avenue in Guntersville.
This will turn journalism on its ear.
Watch our stream on WZZN TV on Twitch and YouTube.
But you are the greatest hero in American history.
We are 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. This hour is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
Oh, yeah. It is a Friday edition. Halloween, Hallows Eve.
We're calling it a freaky Pick 2 Friday.
Yeah. Wes is out because he's got about 28,000 grandkids. And
they're densely populated. Those
they're populated pretty good. And so he is spending some time with the bulk of his grandkids because it is Halloween. And this is why I am very appreciative of Chris Lee from Southeastern 16 is joining us off the top of the show. Chris, I really appreciate the time because I know this is how you wanted to spend your Halloween. How are you, sir?
Good. Gearing up for the neighborhood candy rush.
There it is.
11 and 14-year-old and, all that stuff that goes with that.
So the background of today's show is I want to know, and I'm going to just blindside you with this, so forgive me, Chris, but if there is a Baby Ruth in the Pool version of that in the Southeastern Conference, what SEC team is the Baby Ruth in the Pool? That is a Caddyshack reference.
Oh, my goodness. Man. I mean, right now it's Kentucky.
Yeah, that's strong right there.
On some days it could be South Carolina, but that went head to head and that wasn't close. I think it's got to be Kentucky.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm assuming we're talking football, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. And now watch Kentucky open up a case tomorrow at all. By the way, a lot of people are equating tomorrow's game as that game in 2016. Is there any correlation that you could foresee Mark Stoops or Hugh being let go after this game?
Well, I mean, watch what's happens every week.
It's just crazy.
Look, I don't know that it's the best of ideas.
Yeah.
As has been mentioned on several shows, what you're doing is, you're giving Ole Miss a longer, more direct path to get a Lane Kiffin deal done, or fill in the blank with what coach and whatever school you saw it happen to Penn State and Matt Rule. So
yeah,
I think frankly, I don't think Hugh Freeze needs to be the coach at Auburn after this year. I think it's run its course, and I think if there were more upside, we would have seen it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think John Cohen's kind of played his cards smartly so far, because you're seeing what's happening in the other places. And I think you're going to have some schools that are really let down when the carousel stops and they don't have the caliber of coach they wanted.
Just taking this week out in particular, I've covered the SEC for quite some time, and I've covered some crazy weeks. But the fact that the Jeremy Pruitt story came down this afternoon as well, that he is now eligible to be an analyst at Jacksonville State, just adds on to the pile from LSU that this week, I'm telling you, this is a week that's just not stopping, Chris. So we have yet to have that big upset Saturday. This feels like a culmination of a big day tomorrow, does it not?
Yeah, well, I mean, it feels like every Saturday in college football has been upset Saturday so far. I mean, maybe not always the SEC, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun, man. I just think the going into Saturday, it used to be, okay, this game's a blowout, this game's a blowout. You look down the SEC schedule, there'd be 7 games, and one of them was pretty interesting, and 1 or 2 of them might be on the right day, and the other 4 were just laughers. I mean, every week now, every game, there's something there, in terms of implications or even matchups. And again, the upsets across college football have made it super interesting as well.
And I listen, I am of the opinion I've seen more out of Vanderbilt than I have out of Texas. And I think the Doors are going to win tomorrow. What do you think, Chris?
I do too. I mean, if you just take the names off the jersey, and the preseason rankings out, and don't look at the NFL draft, boards, which I mean those mean a ton this time of the year. But my point is, everybody knows Texas has more talent. But you watch the teams play, and I mean, I know Texas is at home. That I'm guessing if that game was in Nashville, it'd be a pick 'em, or Vanderbilt would be a slight favorite. But having watched those teams play, Vanderbilt just feels like the team that's more equipped to win.
It's pretty wild to just wrap your head around that, and at least hearing from Steve Sarkisian that the fact that Arch is practicing, although he's still in concussion protocol, but it's. I mean, the kid from Auburn High School, that is, came in, and a lot of people are already dubbing him as the second coming already, just off of the overtime performance last week at Mississippi State.
Yeah, I mean, that's a small sample size, and he was with the backup at Troy, so I'm a little skeptical.
Yeah.
In that. And by the way, I'm told the Mannings are not like insert yourself into all the discussions kind of family. But if you watched LSU and Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago, and you saw how many times Vanderbilt hit Garrett Nussmeier, if I were Cooper Manning, I might be thinking twice about wanting my kid playing in that game tomorrow.
It's a very valid point, and that is a great lead-in to LSU. And what I would ask you, what's the most bizarre part of this whole story? But I think the obvious answer is the governor talking about this during a press conference about the government shutdown. So, so
every time that guy opens his mouth, he's bidding against his school.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah.
And I've been at least trying to research a little bit on how the LSU president becomes the ex-LSU president, and that is kind of a wormhole too. That story, it's anything dealing with LSU is wow. And the fact that I'm hearing that Ed Ogeron will probably be back with the program in some capacity. I don't know. How real do you think that is, Chris? Are you reading what I'm reading?
I mean, look, he's a legend down there. He's not, position coach is not the same thing as a head coach or coordinator. Although, man, I mean, the way he left and the whole incident with a poor member's wife at a gas station, kind of stuff that's more than a little creepy. But hey, it is college football. If people can help you win, those things tend to get overlooked. And by the way, if you're Scott Woodward, maybe you're not really crying a whole lot over being thrown under the bus by the governor, because he just got you a $6.8 million check, did he not?
Yeah.
I mean, I might have just wanted out of that circus from him, and hey, there's your path out right here.
Wow. I know the term play-in has been associated with this weekend, but it feels more like to me a play-out weekend for a lot of these teams. The Oklahoma-Tennessee feels like you can play yourself out of the playoffs more than you can still hang around dance-wise, but Oklahoma-Tennessee is just a game that I have yet to really I'm leaning one way or the other. What do you think about Oklahoma-Tennessee?
I'm not quite sure what Oklahoma is. I'm very sure what Tennessee is, and I think that game being where it is, there's probably your answer of who will win.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think for Tennessee it's a play out. For Oklahoma, I don't think it's an elimination game. I could be wrong. I mean, you look at the teams, let's say they go 9-3 and they lose to Tennessee, the teams they will have been beaten, that they will have beaten will be extremely strong. And I think there would be, if there were a case for a 9-3 team getting in, theirs would be as good as anybody at that point. But at the same time, the remaining schedule, I don't have it in front of me, but I remember looking up and it was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
That feels like if they don't win this one, running the table is going to be, very, very hard to do. Now, look, if John Mateer shows up as a September version, their defense is pretty stout. They control the ball. Then it looks a little different. I wouldn't rule that out, but I don't know, man. Brent Venables, I think what's the stat? I think their offense has never scored 30 points in an SEC game. And
that's right.
Tomorrow might be their first, but against Tennessee, it still might not be enough. Who knows?
Yeah. Because we saw the pinball machine in overdrive in Lexington last week. But
yeah,
I would argue, though, of all the schedules that are remaining out there, Texas is actually the one that can get away with a loss and still have a decent argument if they win out. But it's at Georgia and then Texas A&M, so you don't beat Vandy, and it doesn't look good. But Texas's schedule is just ridiculously hard down the stretch.
Yeah, no, they've got a shot, but I mean, the other thing is they don't have a lot of really decent wins banked. They beat up on some really bad teams out of conference to start, lost the one game out of conference. It was a quality game to Ohio State. All that certainly wasn't a bad loss. So, I mean, it's kind of like Oklahoma, yeah, but Oklahoma at least has banked more to date.
Yeah. It just finally, I wanted to get a thought on the College Football Playoff Committee is going to release their first rankings on Tuesday. What is the even with Saturday still to come tomorrow, what's maybe in the back of your mind that you want to see the most, necessarily team-wise, or just, what do you want to? What are you most interested in on Tuesday night for their first reveal?
Like if Georgia Tech's still unbeaten, what do they do with them? What do they do with Notre Dame? I think if you had to name the best 12 teams, is probably in there. But, resume lacking. The best two games, they lost both of them. They have picked up some good wins over Southern Cal. I think those teams that have very different resumes, because like Georgia Tech's best win is at Duke. I mean, I don't know what that is or isn't. I mean, I think there's something to be said for handling all your business in front of you, because you're seeing these wild games week to week. I mean, ask Penn State about that. But I think to me, those are two teams. The Georgia Tech's still unbeaten, and Notre Dame. Those are two that I'm like, I want to see what the committee did with both those teams.
Because those that at least knee jerk to me, Chris, that say the first rankings don't mean anything, are forgetting about the SMU Indiana issue that we had last year, where the committee just kind of pigeonholed themselves with that, and they had to keep putting them up because of the chaos that was happening around them.
Yeah, and I didn't have an issue with Indiana getting in last year. I did with SMU. And I promise you, I'm not catering to your audience here with this comment. I truly believe it. Alabama's the team that I would have put in ahead of SMU.
Even South Carolina?
I got it. Yeah, I would have. I did some resume metrics of my own.
Okay.
I thought Alabama should not only been in. I thought they should have been in by a few spots. That's just me. I don't know. I didn't have a beef with much else.
Chris? It sounded like maybe the Thriller got Chris right there.
Hey, Chris, you make it?
Hey, did I lose you?
Yeah, we got you back. Yeah, Vincent Price is in control of your cell service right there.
Well, you caught me in the middle of the Halloween.
You're all good. I kept you a little over, so that's on me.
It's okay.
Completely on me. And I really genuinely appreciate you carving out time and what is a big day. What kind of candy are you giving out?
We got all kinds of stuff. We got the gummy assortment. We got the Reese's. We got the assorted small chocolate, bite-sized pieces. It's going to be a good night for somebody, which might mean me.
Chris, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
You
That's Chris Lee from Southeastern 16. Really appreciate it. And listen, I know, especially right now, and it's not going to be as cold as it was last night. And by the way, being out in the elements, it was darn cold last night.
I bet.
But it's not going to be as cold, but it's still like low 40s tonight. So you might want to go earlier. So that would be my yes. The news of the day, I would say, would be the news that broke earlier this afternoon, which I've been traveling about. By the way, I should have probably said this off the top, but if I said this off the top, I think Chris would have hung up. I'm working on like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. Anyway, just fair warning. over the next 45 minutes now. Whatever I say, I cannot be deemed responsible for because of a little lack of sleep. But when you got to help mom, you're going to help mom. So I had to head on down and help out mom. And by the way, for those wondering, she is feeling better, but she's had kind of a rough go over the last couple of months, but she is feeling better and back in her apartment and feeling better. So just
that's good to hear.
Update there, but got to do what you got to do. But anyway, it is a Pick 2 Friday. So yes, the Baby Ruth in the pool. I don't know why that was just stuck in my head today, of the SEC football program that is the Baby Ruth in the pool. And I think the NFL equivalent might be the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, there you go.
It feels like it. And I'm hoping that an Abraham is listening to me. Any Abraham. Just any, because they
also
are
densely populated.
They are Cleveland Brown fans, as my right hand is on a Grissom Tiger helmet. And that they will be featured tonight taking on the Buckhorn Bucks, as it'll be Tom Abraham along with Drew DeArmond right there. It is a Pick 2 Friday at 256-576-4977. And incidentally, tomorrow afternoon, I want to say beginning at 2 o'clock, our coverage of the cocktail party will be front and center with Georgia, Florida. And that's right, it's Georgia, Florida.
That's right.
I
know. It is 2 o'clock.
I know people that know the alphabet would tell me that F is in front of G, but it's still Georgia, Florida. It's the Georgia.
It's still a big old F.
It's Georgia, Florida.
Hey, you want to talk to LSU, Lynch?
Let's talk to, you know what? Lynch, I hope you were listening the other day, because I owed you a sincere apology. You were right. I was wrong. I believed in LSU. And now you don't have a president. You don't have a football coach. You don't have an athletic director. Well, you got an interim athletic director. How are you, Lynch? How you doing today?
Hey, you got to see my kid kick last night.
Yes, I did. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. I don't know if you heard me saying it over the air, but he was booming those punts.
Oh, son, look here. And I told him, and, you know, he knows who you are, you know him. He was excited. I said, yeah. I said, Moulton got to see you kick last night and, you know, say your name. So, yeah.
So you talking about Burton Weeks, or are you talking about Tinsley?
That's Burton Weeks.
Okay. He made 2 field goals. And by the way, both of them, 33 yards and 32 yards, had room to spare. Although the first one was a little low, but it's still, I mean, still counts for 3.
Well, he's only a sophomore.
Wow.
And, you know, he didn't start till last. But like I said, we're a soccer family, so he's got a good leg on him. And, you know, I get there about an hour and a half early, so just so I can watch him warm up and everything. But I'm glad that I'm glad you got to see my kid kick, brother.
That was awesome. That was it was a little chilly last night, but
oh, dude. Look at now. Let me tell you this. Once again, the officiating was not good. There was oh Lord, you know. And I'm gonna tell you what. I don't understand how they didn't call Tinsley, our guy, number 0.
Yeah.
When he knocked that, I don't see how that was not a personal foul, because he hit that boy way out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, so that was in front of the visitors' bench, so I could not properly. I did not know if Charleston was still in bounds or not. So I didn't really raise a big ruckus about that, because it was so far away from my vantage point.
Yeah, but it's all good. But anyway, I just want to call in. Y'all have a happy Halloween.
All right.
Glad you got to see my boy. And look here, our LSU fans, it is what it is. We're going to see what's going to happen next week, because at least we ain't like my Hazel Green coach that I didn't like, and they got fired drinking on the job.
Carrie is up next on a Pick 2 Friday. How are you, Carrie?
Man, fantastic, man. How's it going over there?
I am making it. I'm making it.
Roger that. I'll go get in on the pick 2 here. I'm gonna dry spell.
All good. All good. Your pick 2 is Vanderbilt at Texas. Who you got?
I got Vandy.
All right. And then the Sooners at the Volunteers.
I'm gonna take Tennessee.
Okay. Your tiebreaker is there is nothing but conference games tomorrow. There are 6. Count them, 6 conference games. I want one number that's going to be the equivalent of all the final scores. So take the Vanderbilt, Texas, bunch that together. OU, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying here? Georgia,
Yes,
Florida.
sir, yes, sir,
Just
yes, sir,
everything.
yes, sir.
Just give me one big number that we're going to see collectively tomorrow, scoreboard wise, because it's SEC on SEC tomorrow.
I'm gonna go with 395.
It is yours.
Golly, Steve, that's tough.
I try to mix it up here and there. That is my lack of sleep right there, factoring into the tiebreaker.
I like it, but dang it, man.
Making you think on a Halloween.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll give you a good go dog this weekend since we're off. So
yeah, I'm nervous about it. I am.
My Wildcats got run out of our own stadium last night. So, But anyways, man, have a great weekend. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go Dogs.
See you, brother.
Mike Leach. Boy, I miss me some Mike Leach. He went on several rants on candy corn.
No, I do not. I do not. That's been carefully researched since I was a child, starting at approximately, I'm going to say 3. And although it did have some brighter points in my life, in particular when I was young, you know, the type of thing where it gets all over your hands and your face. Before long, though, I realized that was a grave error and there was far better paths ahead than candy corn. So, yeah, I have no interest. It's one of those items that, there's a reason they serve it basically once a year because it's not very good to begin with.
Mike Leach, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Leach.
I agree completely.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. I can't tell you the last time I've even tried. Now, I will tell you my taste buds have changed as I've gotten older. Like for me, I as a kid couldn't stand a payday. I couldn't stand a payday.
Right.
That's that thing with peanuts and the nougat and the caramel.
Yeah.
And I love it now.
Right.
I love it. But what you gave me is the king. I mean,
that's right.
The Reese's
nature's perfect food.
And this is what you're giving out right here,
along with full-size Hershey bars and full-size Kit Kats.
So those of you that live in the Temple community, this is the real deal because this it was back in the day. You'd put this in the freezer, and just enjoy it. Oh, really? Kit Kats in the freezer.
See, if you do the fun-size Kit Kats. And you do the fun size little Hershey bars.
Okay.
Put them in the freezer, along with your Reese's.
I would just do Reese's.
Yeah,
in the freezer.
And then,
all right.
Now, so I would have to put them in the freezer of the garage fridge, because so when I start rambling around the house in the middle of the night, at least I'm going to go outside to the garage in my undershorts, or I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, or else I'd be big as a house.
I'm working on it.
I'm a recovering fat kid. I got to do these things.
Let's squeeze in Jeff before our first time out. It's Pick 2 Friday. How are you, Jeff?
I'm good. How are you, Steve?
Doing well.
Before I jump on Pick 2, I got a basketball question.
All right. Shoot.
So UAH was ranked 6th nationally.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
Is that based on what they have coming back, which they lost everybody except one player, or is that based on last year?
I need to look more into that poll in particular because the Chargers lost a lot, and I mean a lot from last year. Now, looking at what I saw Monday night at Alabama A&M, there's something there. I am cautiously optimistic. I am. There's some good pieces there. but last year was special, and it was 32 in a row. That just doesn't happen every year, and I certainly don't see that this year. But I don't mean that to put down this team. I'm just saying how special last year was. I would like to believe that it's more about the program and who's behind the program, but there's a lot of question marks. There's a lot, and by the way, right out of the gate is Nova. That's your defending national champs, and there is a part of me, and I if someone down at Nova Southeastern's listening right now, please don't hang that banner in front of me. Please don't. They're gonna do it because I know it's their first game, but that one still hurts from back in March. But
no, absolutely. And I've been watching UAH for 40 plus years, and that was the best team I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I in fact made a swing by the Sanford practice facility and bumped into Kip Owens today, who's on that staff, and it's fun to reminisce a little bit with Kip, and they're excited about their first team down there with the Bulldogs, but was hoping to bump into Lenny, but I'll hopefully get to do that sooner rather than later. But anyway, I will stop rambling,
I was just
Jeff.
curious about that, and I saw where they were picked second in the GSC.
Yeah,
which
behind
I kind of understand
Montevallo.
that, but if they're the sixth ranked team in the country, then you would think that.
Well,
but I mean,
I will tell you, Montevallo's bringing back a lot. And Ant knows what he's doing too. So
absolutely.
They would be my pick. That they would.
Yeah.
And they don't ask me.
I agree with that, but I didn't understand and I don't think Montevallo was ranked in the top 25.
Are they not? I'll have to double check that.
I may be wrong.
If not, they probably will at the end. I think they're that good.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Okay. I want to jump on pick 2.
Vandy at Texas.
Let me have Texas.
And then OU at Tennessee.
Let me have Tennessee.
Collective score of all 6 conference games to give me one number.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Mm-hmm. This is what very small sleep does to your talk show host.
Oh, my goodness.
I want just all the games. It's 6 conference games. And let me see if I can't stall a little bit more for you. Vanderbilt at Texas, Georgia, Florida. You can hear that right here. Mississippi State, Arkansas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Kentucky, Auburn, and Oklahoma, Tennessee. That's your nothing but SEC tomorrow. I
sure wish you would have slept.
Well, Bama's off, and I usually do something around Alabama for a tiebreaker, but I thought, you know what? Let's shake things up. I guess I could have gone, how many times can we hear Hugh Freeze complain about an official or someone on his team? But that's pretty broad too. So.
Oh my goodness, I am not good at quick math on the spot.
Okay. Well, the previous guess was 395.
Give me 420.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Wow.
I see what you did there.
Wow. We need to go by Jeff's house tonight, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I'm trick-or-treating in your neighborhood.
We need to go
buddy.
by Jeff's house.
Y'all have a good night. Thanks, Steve.
By the way, back in the day,
I'm not insinuating he's a member of the RYO.
So back in the day when I was of the age trick-or-treating, there was this one house that always would give out apples. Just always give out apples.
Did you have the guy in the neighborhood who passed out toothbrushes?
Yeah. Well, because my dentist was 2 doors down from me.
His house got egged every year. I didn't participate, honestly. I didn't, because I was an adult at the time.
I may have thrown some toilet paper one year.
But I very quickly hustled my daughter past that house.
And I called that a recruiting pitch by my brother who went to Auburn.
Well, there you go.
So, but not at that time. He was just considering Auburn.
Yeah.
So anyway, that may or may not have happened. I don't know if the statute of limitations is left.
It's tough to call now.
That Smoke Rise community back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, let's take our first time out. Phone lines continue to be open, and I realize there's probably quite a few of you that are out and about. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. And it just feels like a chilly kind of night. Just a big old pot of chili or maybe some gumbo. All right, let's take our first time out. I'm just going to talk to myself during the break.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
If 0 down on a new Ford sounds good, you need to swing by Jordan and Sparkman before October 31st. Hello, I'm Don Wessels with Woody Anderson Ford. Right now, Woody Anderson Ford has some strong $399 and $499 leases that come with 0 down and 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance, too. Choose a 2025 F-150 STX Crew Cab with the 2.7-liter for $499 a month. A new F-150 less than $500 a month. Or choose its electric brother, the F-150 Lightning, for just $399 a month. Woody Anderson Ford also has 2025 Broncos and Explorers for $499 a month and Bronco Sports and Escapes for only $399 a month. And remember, these leases are 0 down and come with 2 years of complimentary maintenance. 36-month leases with 0 down. First payment due at signing, no security deposit. Plus tax, title tag, fees, and your good credit. Offers end October 31st. Now is the time for a Woody Anderson Ford. Come on in. We can't wait to see you.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com. You've been paying on that life insurance policy for years, but maybe you don't really need it anymore, or it's gotten a bit too expensive. Well, before you just let it expire, let Neighbors Insurance Solutions share with you some alternatives that you haven't considered. Don't throw away something that still may have great value for you. If you want to learn more about what Neighbors Insurance Solutions can do for you, call 256-763-7693. A death benefit could be a life benefit. Learn more at 256-763-7693.
Hi, my name is Dan Aldridge. I'm here to let you know about the Aldridge Law Firm and the soon-to-be-announced Legal Town Center. I've been practicing law in Alabama since 1984, and I also practice in Tennessee. And I'm from North Alabama, and I'm here to represent you and take care of your legal needs. For many of us, hiring an attorney is not high on the priority list, and maybe a little scary. But it's something that we all need at some point. So by all means, do your homework. And if you need representation for car accident, wrongful death, medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, or estate planning, or any other matter, just give us a call at 256-534-3188. And you can email me at Dan, that is Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. God bless America.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at woodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
Member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right here. Newest inductee in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We were having a conversation about that yesterday. About all
Cyndi
these
Lauper.
names.
Cyndi Lauper's in the class.
Yeah.
Outcast is in this class.
Huh.
Chubby Checker is it?
See, and that's the conversation we had yesterday. There's all these people that should be involved and aren't.
Yeah.
There was this dark era where all these people got into.
And tell me his name again. I forgot his name.
Warren Zevon?
Yes. So he also had that other song. Back in the day when there was vinyl records, that DJs would play like the long versions of the Skynyrd song to go take a smoke break.
Where's my Slip Cube Brothers?
Yeah. And I got a message saying this is on X or Twitter, saying they didn't know my baby pool or my baby Ruth in the pool reference.
Oh, come on.
That's a minus. I'm grading that as a minus because it is a cinema classic. Because here it is. This is from Caddyshack. I mean, keep in mind, this is right after Jaws. So it is just, if there's anything that's more Oscar worthy than this, please tell me.
Hey, thanks a lot.
And there's the hammer right there, the little girl saying duty. Yep. But then, right after...
I want the entire pool scrubbed, sterilized, and disinfected.
And then you've got Carl being Carl.
It's no big deal.
Oh!
That's him eating the baby Ruth. I can't believe I have to explain this to some people. But Judge Smales.
I want the entire pool scrubbed, sterilized, and disinfected.
And I'm sure some Kentucky fans probably feel that way right now about their football program. All right. I cannot believe I got that tweet. Sean has been wading through that.
I want the entire pool scrubbed, sterilized, and disinfected.
How are you, Sean? Are you there, Sean?
Hey, man.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
You are live on the air in full gorgeous HD radio.
Did I get your name wrong? Are you not Sean?
Ray.
Ray. I apologize.
Sean Ray.
I didn't get much more sleep than Steve did.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Yeah, that's immaterial. Okay. I guess I'll get to pick two things over with. And then I had a question for Steve.
Yes, sir. Vanderbilt at Texas. What do you think, Ray?
I'll go with Texas.
All right. And then Boomer Sooner taking on Rocky Top.
Oklahoma.
All right. And then total scores. Give me one number for all the SEC games that are playing tomorrow. It's a total of 6 games that are all SEC on SEC.
Okay. 403.
It is yours. What you got for me, sir?
All right. I listen to a lot of most of the programs I can catch on the zone a lot.
I appreciate that.
From time to time, I'm a big Bama fan, so I often wonder what does the landscape or things look like from a Georgia Bulldogs perspective on sometimes. I mean, I'm just curious of maybe.
Well, what I think about DeBoer, is that where you're going?
No.
Or
well, no. Actually, are they a team of destiny this year, or are they about to have a big disappointment because the way they've been barely pulling it out, or is they just another team that's
Georgia? Georgia in particular?
No, sir. I'm talking about Alabama.
Oh, no,
I'm asking a non-Alabama fan about Alabama, just out of plain curiosity. Sometimes you get, I guess those are kind of interesting, but to finish my question, as far as this season in particular, are they like? Do you sense they just have some kind of destiny where this is some kind of gut feeling like they're going to be able to go far all the way almost? Or
the hardest for me though, Ray, the hardest thing to read is how many freshmen are playing such a critical role on this team for Alabama. That to me is the biggest X factor, because I mentioned this with Wes yesterday. I counted up, especially in the last handful of games, I'm seeing at times like critical times on the field. You're seeing roughly about a collective on the offensive and defensive side, 10 players. And that's a lot. And but you're seeing them improve. So, and you've got the guy. If you've got Ty Simpson, to me, that's January 19th material, meaning you've got a shot at being in the national championship game because you've got Ty. And he just, that, and also the Ryan Grubb is very good. And I know there was some criticism after the first game, but keep in mind that was a fairly sloppy field with the weather conditions down there. Florida State played better that day. They just did. They haven't played like that since that day. But I think Alabama is fully capable of being in the national championship game.
Okay. Well, I did have one comment. As an Alabama fan, following Alabama, and I remember the teams, how they would play under Franchione, Shula, DeVos, Stallings, Bryant. I don't think I've ever remembered a situation, this first game, where it just seemed like no energy, no effort. Something was just very peculiarly. I mean, because even the bad years, like in 2000 and stuff like that, you'd still see guys out there giving serious effort. And of course, McCarron was on the sideline. Said Bernard, Riley, and Simpson were the only two that seemed to be really putting their all out there. So anyway, my whole point in that comment is I've never seen a turnaround like that ever. I personally was like, you
saw a little bit from Ohio State after the Michigan loss last year, but that was very late in the year. And I know that's a different, but talent for talent, I think Alabama is right up there. Now it's a lot of young talent, but I asked a question to Kalen DeBoer Wednesday, and I really genuinely thought last year's team would have found a way to lose that game. And they found a way to win that game, that 14-play, 79-yard drive and then the 2-point conversion. That thing was a thing of beauty. They're finding ways to win rather than not. And when they're not playing their best, when you don't play your best and you still get a road SEC win, that's next level to me. And when I don't know if you heard Kalen's answer, but I'm going to replay it next hour. And I would, invite you to listen to that, because he agreed with me, equating a drive at the Vanderbilt game last year in Nashville that did not work out, and we all know what happened in Nashville last year. But he's different, man. I don't see him going anywhere, and two, I think Greg Byrne nailed it. I mean, even if, and I am of the belief that Steve Sarkisian should have been the first choice, and he may have been, and I don't know that for a fact, but you couldn't have picked a better coach. Kalen he's lethal. He knows what he's doing in a big way.
Well, I know that Byrne nailed it with the basketball coach.
Yeah.
My thing as much as I hated what happened with FSU, I doubt it. I had serious doubts if people were going to be patient with DeBoer at all. I did. I mean, it was like, because you know how it goes. National.
And I'm still hearing little murmurs of calling him DeBoring, and I know that was, but I think that's more of that decoding in him, that kind of monotone. But keep in mind, he's replacing a guy who's already won an Emmy for his role on game day. Nick Saban was just next level in terms of communication. And
but I could personally care less about him tucking his shirt out and his mannerism. If he's able to get his team ready to play, and you know, to be out there playing as one whole unit and doing their job, and not sleepwalking through stuff and thinking they're going to get it on a platter because of their colors. If he's able to, you know, he doesn't have to develop a cure for cancer or cuss everybody out on the sideline to get my vote of confidence. I'm just looking at the scoreboard at the end of each game.
Yeah. And
right now it's a different animal. I think Vanderbilt had 41 guys on their team last year that wasn't even on the previous roster. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
I mean, basically he's coaching millionaires, and that's different from whatever he was coaching in South Dakota and et cetera.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses for the guy. You know, I didn't know how he's going to pan out after the FSU game, but maybe he got woke up, shook up by the culture. I think somebody on another talk show may have said, a coach said, you don't really know until you actually get the position and start coaching a team at a certain school about the passion and the experience. Like you can hear about it, but until you experience it, you really don't know. But anyway, you know, for whatever it's worth, I'd always thought it was interesting to hear another fan of another
I hear
team.
You. And honestly, though, Ray, a lot of my fandom is gone. I try to be as objective as I can. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to be rooting hard for my dogs. I am. But a lot of my fandom is gone just because I am appreciative of coaches that do it the right way. And especially in this world that we live in right now, and how they're attacking this, be it with general managers now or psychological tests that I'm reading more about on how certain programs are catering to that test that we talked a little bit about when we were down at the Senior Bowl. That is starting to get out there in a big way across the board in college football, because money's a factor. It just is. That's the bottom line right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the game changer, and I'm just glad Bernard followed DeBoer to Bama, because that guy, he's awesome. I enjoy watching him play. I hope he has a great NFL career, and I wish, you know.
Isn't it amazing to watch the NFL right now and how many Bama guys are on NFL roster? It's ridiculous.
Well, they probably, to be honest with you, there probably could be an SEC version of the NFL where it's just all guys that were on SEC teams going at it. You know, they could probably make a league.
It's crazy.
Way. I bet you they sell a lot of tickets. But anyway,
I can't even think of Alvin Kamara. I know he transferred to Tennessee, but it really was amazing of that run that Nick had.
Yeah, and you know, we still don't know how the rest of Jalen Daniels' career will pan out. But you know, there's still a ton of guys that are yet to. It looks like they may have a career in the NFL who just got there that may equal or transcend what they did in the SEC. I don't know. It's hard to say, but I'm glad Hurts proved everybody wrong, you know, in the next level. I'm good for him. And I thought Devontae Smith, that's just mind blowing the way he's doing in the NFL.
Yeah.
You talk about
Slim Reaper,
like the Slim on steroids. Yeah. Big time. But anyway, I don't want to hog the lineup, but it is cool to hear another take from another fan. I don't get me wrong. I do if Wes was there, I'd be asking him, what's the deal with the offensive line?
I went there with him. I did. And
I don't get it. It seems like the last time I saw a super elite O-line was 2012 when they had Barrett Jones and man, DJ Fluker and guys like that, just pancaking people out of their cleats, when they played Notre Dame. And really, to be honest, in 2012, for me, the national title game took place in Atlanta when they beat Georgia, because that was more of a competitive game.
Yeah, we were down in Miami for that one, and that game against Ohio State was not even close.
I'm talking about 2012.
Oh, you're talking about 12. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, when Bama. When McCarron.
Yep. The Notre Dame debacle, not Ohio State. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they steamrolled Notre Dame. It was like they should have been. It was almost like they were playing like a Division II. It was crazy.
They looked different. That game they just looked different. And boy, did they play different.
And that's when Bama had like Eddie Lacy. I mean, just trucking people, and it was. Anyway, like I said, to me, the Bulldogs that year gave Bama the game that Notre Dame. I mean, it was more entertaining, probably from a non-fan.
Well, if Mark Richt wins that game and wins a national championship, then probably Kirby goes to South Carolina, because that deal was like 98% done from people that I trust. And then we're probably talking about South Carolina in a different light right now. So
yeah, that's true. Well, I appreciate your take and your time on it. It'll be interesting to see who wins the pick two thing with the outrageous question about all the total score.
You're welcome, Ray. You're welcome.
But anyway, I do hope you have a good evening, and hopefully there will be exciting games and not a lot of boring games this weekend. But take care and enjoy your programs.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate the phone call, and keep listening and download our app. We do need to take our final time out. I promise, Badger Larry, we'll get right to you. I did look it up. The state holidays in the state of Alabama, Nick Saban's birthday is not among them. I mean,
clearly an oversight.
What's Montgomery doing? I mean, there's a government shutdown, right? So there's nothing else going on.
No.
So what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I mean, if we can have holidays for people long since gone, I think we can have, instead of those gray people, we can have some actual heroes.
Happy birthday, Coach Saban. Let's take our final time out. I'm sure he's listening. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
If 0 down on a new Ford sounds good, you need to swing by Jordan and Sparkman before October 31st. Hello, I'm Don Wessels with Woody Anderson Ford. Right now, Woody Anderson Ford has some strong $399 and $499 leases that come with 0 down and 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance too. Choose a 2025 F-150 STX Crew Cab with the 2.7 liter for $499 a month. A new F-150 less than $500 a month. Or choose its electric brother, the F-150 Lightning, for just $399 a month. Woody Anderson Ford also has 2025 Broncos and Explorers for $499 a month, and Bronco Sports and Escapes for only $399 a month. And remember, these leases are 0 down and come with 2 years of complimentary maintenance. 36-month leases with 0 down. First payment due at signing, no security deposit. Plus tax, title tag, fees, and your good credit. Offers end October 31st. Now is the time for a Woody Anderson Ford. Come on in. We can't wait to see you.
Where's the best place for sports? What about the best place for wings? If you answered Jefferson's for both, you're right. Jefferson's is also a great place for value. Every Monday, kids eat free with the purchase of an adult meal, and teachers bring your teacher ID and you eat free every first Tuesday of the month up to $15. Jefferson's, best place for sports, best place for wings, in Hampton Cove and our latest location, now open in New Market on Winchester Road.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of Legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188. Just remember, we're here to help, whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete. We're here to help.
There's power in caring when it is put into action. Each year, our bankers serve on nonprofit boards, support our local educators, and volunteer with our hometown food bank. I'm Bobby Humphrey, Vice President of Business Development for Bryan Bank, and community service is just not a line item in our mission statement. It's who we are. Because after all, Alabama is our home too. That kind of commitment to community might not be what you would expect from a bank, but it's exactly what you can expect from us. Give us a call or stop by one of our 2 offices in the Huntsville area and experience unbeatable service and legendary results.
Bryan Bank Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 2428943, member FDIC.
Firehawk Aerospace is a non-traditional defense contractor advancing the state of propulsion to strengthen the U.S. Defense Initiative. Founded in 2019, Firehawk Aerospace established early leadership in manufacturing propulsion with the development of 3D printed hybrid rocket fuel grains. Visit firehawkaerospace.com to learn more. That's firehawkaerospace.com.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A fantastic Halloween, a mostly sunny sky, temperatures climbing into the low and mid-60s. It's going to be a great evening for a trick-or-treat or Friday night football. Temperatures gradually falling and upper 40s. A mostly cloudy sky for your Saturday, maybe a passing shower. Temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, lower 60s.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Talking Ball with Scott Tyson and Drew DeArmond. Weekday mornings beginning at 7 a.m. Only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Happy Halloween to everybody out there. Stay safe. Stay warm. I know my wife is getting ready for the kiddos to come on by. We got the fun size stuff. We don't have
lightweight.
We don't have the full bars.
Yeah.
That's the Reese's. Thank you for this, by the way.
Absolutely. Have to get you through a day like sugar.
Badger Larry, finish us out strong, sir. How are you? Larry. Lawrence.
Steve, after your last caller there, he said about halfway through that he didn't want to take up all the time, and then he takes up another 10 minutes.
Come on now. He had questions.
Did you catch your interview earlier with Chris? I want to go by his house. He said he had a full assortment of gummies.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then he turned around. Was that Jeff who picked 420
I think it was
for the
Jeff.
Collective total? Yeah. He
We
said
need
he's
to be doing
got
some trick-or-treating.
gummies and he picked 420 for the 6 games total.
We need to be trick-or-treating.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
It's all good.
We are running low on time.
Okay, I'll make it easy on them. Give
All
me
right.
both Tennessee teams
All right.
and 310.
All right. It is yours. 310. So what kind of candy are you giving away?
I don't know. What are we giving away? All kinds. Reese's and
there it is.
I'm in already.
Yep.
M&M's, Hershey's, a little bit of everything.
There you go. Hey, and this is stuff you like too, in case there is
absolutely
sampling is necessary.
Got to have leftovers.
Yeah.
Got to have leftovers.
Sampling is necessary. There's no question about that. All right. Thank you, Larry.
See you.
My conversations with SEC coaches come up next hour. Now, it ended up being like 52 minutes.
So I'll tell you what, whatever gets cut off, check out the podcast section at 977ESPN.com. You'll be able to hear it all there.
You will hear Kalen DeBoer. I start with the Auburn-Kentucky matchup, but you'll definitely hear the Texas-Vanderbilt coaches. And I want to say I ended with Mizzou. Stay safe and stay warm.
Tom Luganville here for my friends at the service department at Woody Anderson Ford. When you need service on your vehicle, whether it's a Ford or any other make, you want to get into Woody Anderson Ford, where their expert service technicians will get it diagnosed and repaired right away, the right way. And while you are there, check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Woody Anderson as well. They are ready to make you the best deal possible. Visit Woody Anderson Ford today.
Woody Anderson Ford on Jordan Lane in Huntsville, Hughes Road in Madison, and online at woodyanddersonford.com.
WCZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.